Captain's log. Stardate today. I'm now alone. The last of my companions left 2 days ago. Or was it 3? I find in this strange space my sense of time dilates and changes. A newcomer arrived at the same time, but hiding beneath his skin was a monster who consumed all in his path. And by that I mean this new guy that arrived like 2 days ago, he fucking ate a shitload of food. Like I've never seen someone eat that much food who wasn't grossly overweight. Like I don't even know. Like when he got here, he ate like a banana, and then like he immediately went and picked up another banana. I was like, you might want to be careful because we just got those to last us, a few days. We just had like a new batch of bananas. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," and this sorry thing became a running theme. And next day, there were 4 bananas, and the next day they were just gone. I was like, and yeah, that became a running theme. We tried to feed him. We tried to feed him, but uh, it, eventually it just got too much, and so today he left, and so I am by myself until new woofers arrive next week. But I'm pretty okay with that. I mean, I miss my nakama, but you know, I also enjoy my solitude. Although I'm not entirely alone, for in these walls lurk creatures beyond imagining. The laymen call them mice, but they are far more nefarious than that. The other day we had left like an apple out, and the motherfuckers took a bite out of it in the morning, and like they've been breaking into bags and shit, like plastic bags, ones with bin, and you know, now we have all our food scraps in a bucket, so they can't access it. We have all of our food scraps for Buchan, the pig. He eats a lot, almost as much as the new Woofer. And I'm being literally serious there. This pig is like fucking enormous, by the way. But yeah, good news is my host dropped off a Wii today, so I have friggin' Monster Hunter G, I have Dragon Ball Z, Neo Sparking, and I think that's Budokai Tenkaichi 2, which I kicked ass at. So yeah, and a bunch of other games as well. So once the other Warfares get here, it should be fun. And in the meantime, I'm playing shitloads of Dissidia on my PSP. That game is awesome. Yeah. I did have a DS with loads of games to bring, which I really wanted to play, but I left all but one of them at home, I think. So yeah, the Wii is quite appreciated. Though, obviously, I don't know if I put this in my previous video, I'm sure I did. I've got a SNES here as well, which is awesome, and A Link to the Past. So, good stuff there. And I forgot to mention this in my last video, this actually happened before my last video. Uh, some students came here from the tsunami area, and that was a pretty cool night. We drank some shochu, which is like, I guess, the Japanese version of vodka. You just drink it with hot water. It's like stronger sake basically, and that was delicious. We drank some shochu, and I was already stuffed because this was the night that the Italian woofer left, and yeah, we just had a lot of food, and man, I thought like that guy was bad in some ways because he did complain and drag his feet a fair bit, but this new guy, like, really, if anyone there knows the Japanese term KY, this guy is like a perfect example of it. Just like all up in my personal space all the time. And there was another woofer here when he arrived, and he almost kind of just ignored her in order to speak to me. Like I think he was like maybe an English otaku, but like this one time, like I was lying down, like with my eyes closed, just sort of resting, and the other woofer, she was like just sitting there at the table. But no, he came and like tapped on my shoulder. He's like, Greg, I'm really, really sorry to bother you, but there's a mouse in the kitchen, and just like lots of stuff, lots of really man-childish stuff that he did. That he didn't seem to be able to look after himself, which is forgivable, you know. I tried to be nice to the guy. Don't get me wrong, but he was fucking 28, and at that point it's like, shit, man, I'm 24. Deal with it. Man up. And this is pretty cool. We have some tea here. I think I mentioned my host farmer grows tea, and so we've got green tea, oolong tea, and ginger tea. And I'm making some green tea. You've got to keep up some of the old rituals, even though I'm just by myself now. One of the woofers used to make yogurt for every meal. Well, not for every meal. It's like a dessert for every meal. She'd always ask if anyone wanted yogurt, and she'd like dish it up in these little things. So even after she left, now we were kind of addicted to yogurt, and I haven't made it in the last 2 days. I've slipped up, so I need to make some after I make this curry. I made some delicious, delicious curry earlier, though with no help, so I had to like eat it quickly in 5 minutes and burned my tongue. But I've got a lot left now, so I'm just going to reheat that in a minute once this rice is cooked, because it takes about half an hour to cook the rice. I, don't, I was going to mention this fucking guy. He cooked like the same meal twice, and I think the only meal he knows how to cook is like rice, eggs, and chicken. That's just all it is: rice, eggs, and chicken mixed all up together. Super batch. And this morning, I slipped up. I've been so tired I didn't get up to make breakfast this morning, so he made it, and the fucking rice was undercooked, and I was like, all you have to do. Well, I didn't say it, but I was just thinking like, all you have to do is leave the rice in the cooker. Like, how do you fuck that up? So it's quite nice to kind of be able to relax now without constantly being asked questions about English and stuff. I don't mean to rag on the guy, but man, I'm kind of glad to be alone. Obviously, maybe I may go a bit loopy, especially with these mice. I've compared it to that one episode of Breaking Bad with the fly. That may end up happening, and yeah. As for these mice, they only appeared here a few days ago, and so, like I say, we've been sort of trying to make sure there's no food waste everywhere. But it's pretty disgusting. Like they've crapped on the kitchen floors and like counters, and I've had to clean it up. And today, because I kept saying to my host, you need to like block off the entrances, and they don't want to poison the mice because they, cats might eat it or whatever. And I think maybe they just don't want to kill the mice because, organic. I don't know. And I'm not really much for one for murder as the first option, but when they crap like near my food, near where I prepare food, then I'm not happy. But yeah, he boarded up like one of the gaps, but I just saw a mouse in the kitchen then, and I was like, "I see you, mouse nigga! I see you!" And it ran behind the fridge. So yeah, this may turn into something of an expression of my madness, but it could be fun. What I didn't like as well, when I went for a shower yesterday, I'd left the light off, and that was my first mistake. Because if you leave the lights on, the mice aren't as likely to run through there. But I turned like the light on in the bathroom, and one of the mice just like ran up and ran through the gap in the door, and I was like, Jesus! It just scared the shit out of me. So it like scrabbled out really loud, and I was like, when you're not expecting a mouse, they're scary, okay? And yeah, these are fairly big mice. They're wild mice, but they're scared of me, so I'm pretty sure they won't bite me and give me tetanus. I think. Yeah, more fire burning today. I actually quite like the fire burning. It's fun. I don't know why I call it fire burning. Like, surely that's like a redundant word there. It's just what I call it. It's really just wood burning, burning the leaves and the branches of the wood. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get my curry going now. I will leave you folks with the sound of the heater. This is heating me. Bye.